What is up, guys? We're back at it on this walk. Come with me on this journey as I take you through this. Sorry, I was quoting Eminem right there. I don't want this to get copy striked. Anyways, we took our Evo greens this morning. Good start to the day. Taking my greens. When I go back, taking my vitamins, and it's all about the energy you bring, okay? So, food for thought. It's about the energy that you bring and not about anything else. So you can either sit there, do nothing, or you can get up, get active, and bring the energy, okay? You know, one thing I wanted to leave off, or that I left off, was that I really want to start running in the mornings again. But with these allergies going around here in Tennessee, especially in the valley, or I guess I'm on a mountain. Yeah, so with the allergies going around, makes it tough to be able to get that done. So do more, get more, live exceptional, and become who you are as a person. Don't let anyone discourage you. You gotta have courage. You gotta have that chest to let them know, hey, I'm the one going through this, and I'm gonna make it through. Because, you know, no one is deserving of inside insanity. And when they tell you you're not going to make it, you're not going to go places, things like that, that's when you know that there's something else at work, there's something else at play. They're either, one, plotting against you, or two, they don't want to see you do it. They don't want to see you become that person, become who you're set out to be, who you're supposed to become. And you just got to use that as motivation, use that as fuel. Say, watch this, I'm gonna do it. And no matter what, even if life throws you roadblocks, you just gotta step to the left, step to the right, you're back on course, right? So one thing I'm gonna do up here is I'm gonna walk off the path for a minute or for a few seconds and then get right back to it. Even though this concrete looks like I could use it, but you gotta make sure things are perfect sometimes, right? You gotta make sure that whatever you planned in your head can get out there into reality, because you have to visualize your success. You have to visualize where you want to be, where you want to go, and write it down, write that stuff down. And I promise you, you will come out the other side a better person, a better man, and or a woman. You'll become so much better in not only your eyes, but others' eyes as well. And one thing I'll tell you is you have to, every time someone tells you that you're not going to make it or you need to stop, just let them know, hey, God's got this. I got this. We can make it through together. Even if you feel like you're alone, you're never alone. Drop a like, comment, subscribe. Drop a like, comment, you know, do the thing. This is probably about almost half a mile here. And I walk really fast. I have long strides. I'm about 5'11", and I walk at a steady, almost 9 to 5 pace as my Evo green's popping up. But yeah, so with that being said, there's always grass on the other side of where you're going, and it's always greener. The grass is greener on the other side, and that entails that whatever you're going through, which, remember, Robert Frost, the only way is through. And when you get through what you planned, what you envisioned, who you're becoming as a person, you'll be able to realize that it's never about the grass being green. It's about what it entails. And given the circumstance, what could be on the other side could be gold, could be a diamond, something that you went through to get to the other side, for greatness, for glory, for your greater good, okay? And that's one thing that a lot of people won't tell you, is the grass is greener on the other side. May not always be green, but you know what I'm saying. I just went over it. Study it, learn it, write it down, journal. All right, peace. The good things in this life come from the ability to acknowledge and recognize the things that you already have in your life. And with that being said, there's also more to gain, more to strive for, if you can acknowledge what you already have. It has to do with the law of abundance, and I need to study up a little bit more on that, but that's a law, you know, like, you don't really know what you have till it's gone, is what they say. But that's such a negative point of view. You can strive for even more and have even more if you realize what you have and realize what you have to give. So with me doing these vlogs and everything, I'm letting y'all know, hey, I have more to give. I'm giving you my time, my effort, my energy, and that just goes to show that there's more to this life than what you're being told, and more to this life than thinking negatively. And when you can accept the abundance that has reigned over you, because everyone has abundance, even if it's a bag of chips. You have a full bag of chips there, and you're able to eat those chips and get full. So that's abundance right there. But with that being said, there's also more to it, like giving acceptance towards the things that you have. Realize you have what. Sorry, my camera cut out. I had to delete a few messages to get back to full storage. Not full storage quite, but you know what I'm saying. Anyways, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the meaning of life and what it means. The meaning of life is just to be here, to be in the present, and not be concerned with reality. The reality of things is that you are a being, you are here. You will learn from just by being here in the present moment, and that's what life's all about, you know. And you don't have to, but carry the vibe to you. Everybody has energy and frequencies they live off of, and whenever you put those frequencies and the vibe out there, you know, that's what That's what uplifts people and gives them the courage, the strength to be in the present moment and live, you know. No one wants to live negatively in a negative thought. So that's why you gotta remain positive and keep speaking life. Speak life to others. Don't get them down. Don't be a Debbie Downer. You know, really just learn when to say no. Saying no isn't the end of the world, you know, just by being there for others and living in the present moment. That's the gift that you give them. You know, one Christmas I spent over probably like $1,000 on my family. I bought them all charging packs, like, you know, those charging blocks. And when I did that, I didn't really have much money left. So the next year, I just gave them my presents. Like, my gift was my presents to them, and being there for them and listening to them and being uplifting and motivating towards them. You know, even if I didn't say much, you know, the gift was that I was there and I was in the present moment. And I still remember that trip to this day. It was a beautiful one. I flew to Detroit, and then I flew from Detroit to Grand Rapids, or not Grand Rapids, but somewhere up here. So I flew to Detroit, somewhere up here, and it was a beautiful trip. I learned a lot. I made a song, you know, I made a song called Something Inside, and a lot of those lyrics are very relatable. It's like everybody is searching for that something inside, but when they look too far behind. Give yourself a moment. Just do what is right. You got it all to live for. Now it's up to you to decide. And I think that has a lot to do with the abundant thinking of living here in the present and not looking on your past. You know, they say yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That's why they call it the present. And I think I'm going to leave off on that. You guys have a great rest of your day. Peace out.